Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Bishark2 here with you. In today's video, we'll be talking about variations, how to get your variations optimized, and how to make sure that you are actually ranking for both of the variations at the same time. So be sure that you stay tuned until the end of the video, as a lot of times at the end, I actually talk about something that I either remember right there and then, or, sometimes just something kind of comes at me and then, I go into and I make sure that I cover and you guys know exactly what's going on. So if it is your first time watching my channel, my name is Bishark2. In this channel, I go about and talk about Amazon FBA. I'm an Amazon FBA seller and mentor. In the description, the first link is going to be to my mentoring program if you have any questions about my course or if you just want to inquire and ask some questions. The second link is going to be to my Facebook page. Be sure that you follow me and add me on Facebook as I post daily about Amazon FBA and other topics. In this channel, our main focus is about Amazon FBA. However, we do post about other topics when requested. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, any comments, please leave them in the comments below. That's why it's called the comment section. Also, let me know where you stand in this, in this process. Have you sold on Amazon before? Is it something you're trying to go into and you're just a little bit hesitant? What process are you following? Who are you following? Whose channel are you following? Have you taken a course? Whose course have you taken? And then also just let me know if you're, if you've launched a, a product. What exactly method have you used to actually, launch? What are you doing for giveaways? What are you doing for product research? Just kind of let me know where you are in the process. Anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into today's actual topic, and let's not waste any more time. So, it was something that I started doing variations not too long ago, maybe a couple products ago, and that was about 6-7 months. And then up until recently, I started really noticing new things happening. Right. So what happens when you create a variation? Let's say you create a listing, and then you go under variations, and then you put in a UPC code for the main the parent listing, right? And then under variations, it'll ask you, if it's a color variation, a size variation, whatever. So let's say if it's a color, let's say if you have orange and purple, right? It'll ask you to put a separate UPC for every single one of them, and then after that, when you actually create the listing, you're going to have a drop-down menu. So you're going to have a SKU for the parent, which is nothing really, but that has its own UPC or ASIN. And then under that, there's going to be the two variations, and those are two separate SKUs with two separate ASINs, right? So when you click on each single one of them, it'll actually go to the back end of that particular variation. And then you also have the parent's variation, or the parent's, listing, or the parent's back end that you have. So here's what I do, and here's what I found most successful, doing, and what ranks me the highest. Make sure every time you are updating anything, if it's a title, if it's the pictures, if it's the description, the features, anything you need to update, you update in all three. Okay. Now the parent, when it comes to pictures, don't put anything in the parent's variation or in the parent's listing. Put your pictures only on the single children. So let's say if you have orange, you have 5 pictures, make sure that you put them under the orange variation. And if you have the black or the purple, you put them under the purple. Leave the parent variation or the parent listing blank. But when it comes to description, title, features, anything, anytime you need to change something, be sure you change them on all three. It did happen in the beginning where I was either doing on only the parent, or sometimes I was doing on either of the children, and then I kept on getting problems. Don't change the title. Make sure the title is always the same for all three. Although you have different colors or whatever, but let's say if your title says, Grill Glove, safe, heat protected, whatever, orange/purple, and then in the orange one, and in the purple one, do the same thing, just the same exact title, because if you don't, and if you put in the orange one orange as for a color, and then in the purple one purple, it'll say next to it suppressed, and then your listing won't be live and it won't be showing. So when somebody searches, your listing wouldn't be one of them. Suppressed means there's a problem with the listing itself. Usually when you go into it, it'll say that the title is too long, you need to make it shorter, but that's not true. There's other problems because the titles are not matching. Also another thing, now Amazon is making sure that you don't put more than 80 characters per title. and that's actually searchable. So make sure you're putting the most sought after keywords in that first 80 characters, which is really not a whole lot, I know. They are doing that. They're a little bit more anal about it with toys and baby than any other categories, but it's going to be across the board that every single listing, if you have more than 80 characters, it'll say suppressed, or it's not going to go live. Now, if you actually go on the title, although you have more than 80 characters, you might delete like a couple words or a word, and then it's, it was 120, now it's at 118. It'll say that it's fine. When you click save and add, if you come back to it 15 minutes later, it'll still again say suppressed. It needs to go down to 80 characters, not more than that. Okay, so make sure that you guys look out for that. So, variations, this is what we learned. Make sure the title is not over 80 characters. As I said in my previous videos, the first 150 characters in the features is searchable. Words are searchable, and then the first 200 keywords, or the first 200 characters in the description section are searchable. So be sure that you are filling those up with all of your main keywords that you want to rank for. So this is what we learned. Also, another thing we learned, to make sure that you stay within the 80 characters on the title. Also, when you're changing anything, make sure you change them on all of your children and the parent, except pictures. Pictures and the children could be different. That doesn't matter. But anything that could be typed to use as a search or for you to show up, I would make them all the same. So even keywords, when you go to keywords, you know how there's 5 different fields at 200 keywords per field. Be sure all the keywords are the same for all 3. In the beginning, I thought, you know what, I'm getting 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 there. That's 3,000 keywords, but I don't know. I just kind of felt like something was wrong. So I feel that, and once again, I don't have a concrete answer when it comes to keywords, but I know everything else I do. But I don't have a concrete answer because Amazon doesn't even know. I've called them many times. But be sure that you are actually, making your keywords in the back end all the same across all 3, the parent and then the two variations, or if you have more than one variation, whatever the case may be. So that's about it when it comes to variations and keyword search and the title and for this video. Once again, guys, Bashar Ketu here, Amazon FBA seller and mentor. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this channel. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button. Also, shoot me an email, shoot me a Facebook message, Instagram message here, comment, anything. I am here to help you guys out. First link in the description is going to be to my mentoring program. I have a promo right now, Bashar85, B-A-S-H-A-85, B-A-S-H-A-R-85 for an $85 discount. I'm only accepting 50 students, and that is because I want to work with you guys one-on-one, make sure you guys are successful, because your success matters to me. And if you ask all of my students, they will all vouch for that. I call them literally 2-3 times a week, checking up on them, making sure they're okay if I don't hear back from them in a couple of days. Always doing product research. I do free analysis. So if you come up through a title or a product, just cover. I ask to cover the title. I ask for you to cover the category and then the name. Send it over. I'll do free analysis and then send you and tell you what I think. Take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to me. But I'm just trying to help you guys out. Once again, guys, Bashar Ketu here, Amazon FBA mentor and seller. Smash the subscription button and the thumbs up button. Let me know what you think of this channel. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover that I have not covered yet. I go daily, talk about Amazon FBA and other topics when requested. So be sure, if there's something that you guys want me to cover and you don't know if I know about it or not, just ask. It doesn't bother to ask. If I don't know about it, I'll do my research and I'll put out videos. I do have a few videos about things that I didn't know anything about, but I did my research and then I pretty much put out my opinion or whatever knowledge I gained about that specific, product or that specific, title or, you know what I'm talking about. But anyhow, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Smash the thumbs up button. First link in the description to my mentor program. Second link to my Facebook page. Be sure to follow me. Thank you. Have an Amazon day. I'll see y'all later. Take care.